Mike Pence.
Doesn't it?
How does Mike Pence have anything to do with this? That's insane. Guard me, Mike Pence. Okay.
Why don't I remember his name? Remember his name?
Mike Pence. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good day. And welcome to the FB and Goob Show. I'm FB.
I'm the Goob.
Sponsored by the Good Time Tavern of Livermore. Goob.
What's up, Doc?
I'd ask you how you're doing. How you doing? How was your day? How was your week?
Oh, man, fantastic.
Yeah? It was good?
Oh, yeah. Busy. Work was amazing.
Work was amazing?
Yeah.
That's good?
Yeah.
Work was... We had some special things at the work, but work was good, go.
Oh, yeah. But basically, it all came down today. Gorgeous day in the Bay. Got to play a little golf at one of our local vineyard golf courses, Wente.
Wente, beautiful place. I played there a few times. Norman, that's a Greg Norman golf course. That's a Greg Norman designed golf course.
I actually heard some Norman stories. I'm not sure I'm allowed to share them right now.
Don't share anything that would include
Maybe Google
Greg
TMZ, Greg Norman boat stuff.
Greg Norman boat, TMZ. Okay, cool.
Oh, yeah. So, went out there, played well, hit some good shots.
Nice.
Like I said, it was just gorgeous, you know what I mean? Cart girls, all the good stuff.
All the good stuff. Car girls.
And then we,
Love car girls. That's my favorite thing.
Her name was Mary.
Mary.
She was quite contrary.
Nice. I love car girls because they offer two things. They offer smiles and alcoholic beverages.
Vodka and pineapple today.
Nice.
So anyway, start of the day, fantastic. Ended up, here we go. March Madness time. And first half, fantastic.
You know what?
Carolina, Kansas, by the way. I don't know if you know who was playing.
I did. I saw. Yeah, I did. I said Duke, Kansas, but I saw Carolina, Kansas playing. Yeah, I know. I saw the whole weekend. I saw what happened.
All right, so Carolina's up by 15 at halftime.
Saw that.
Everything is looking fantastic.
It's looking great. Actually, at halftime, I thought it was over. I really did. Actually, I was almost willing to say you won.
Oh man. If we'd have just called it over there, apparently that would have been better. But
that would have been.
It would have been keeping the fans from an excellent game.
Actually, it would have kept them from watching the greatest comeback in college basketball history. I think 15 down is the most ever.
Oh, you're saying Carolina lost? I kind of blacked out for the last minute and a half there.
Oh, you didn't notice?
Oh.
Yeah.
No.
Good game. Sorry. Is that jersey upside down? There it is.
Michael, sorry, buddy.
It makes me happy.
Put your right side up next week.
So, no, listen. We're at 15 up at half.
Oh, everything was going great. Like, I don't know. Lucky the Irish, all sorts of weird things were happening our way.
Man, I mean.
Tons of offensive rebounds.
You outplayed them. You just out 20 off.
Did it seem kind of like we played harder in the first half and they played harder in the second half?
Oh, way harder. You just killed them in the first half. You were winning by 15 points.
Yeah, I think depth and injuries definitely beat us up.
Well, and then we could go back to last week when we said that Duke and North Carolina were going to kick the shit out of each other, and Kansas was going to...
Turns out that was true.
That was true. So,
yeah,
that's
Baycott not being able to guard the big guy on the last possession
was
trouble.
Huge.
Yeah, that was monster.
I love the bearded guy.
The bearded guy.
You know what? He was big in the end. I mean, he kept you guys in it. You just couldn't guard that guy in the end. McCormick?
Yeah, McCormick.
Yeah, you could not guard that guy.
Yeah,
swish.
It was. He's the next size up. It's like skinnies versus mediums.
Right, it was. He was just the one. Yeah, just the next size up. Sorry. Nice try, pal.
Yeah, but we did beat Duke. I don't know that we hadn't seen that on last episode.
No, you know what? No, let's have happiness. Go for happiness.
So just a quick recap.
Yeah, recap your happiness.
Coach K, suck it.
Bye to a legend.
I mean, I guess I have other stuff, but
no, I mean,
bye to a legend in the perfect way.
When
you think about this tournament, no one's gonna remember Kansas won. We're gonna remember Coach K losing to Carolina Blue.
It's very possible that nobody will remember Kansas winning this, and that they'll only remember Coach K losing in the Final Fours.
Yes.
Which is honestly,
sweet sort of victory.
some sweet, sick victory that you've got to take.
All right.
No more. You're done. We're finished. Yay.
That was a respectful discard, and I have a message for RJ and Caleb Love. Let's run it back, man. College years are the best of your lives.
Yeah, and just because you're only going to make $135 million in the pros, live in some fabulous penthouse, and drive a Ferrari. But college is the best years of your life. Don't you forget that. Go North Carolina. Come back. Yeah. Well, listen, you guys did. I mean, you guys made it all the way to the last game.
I got 6 tournament games.
You played the best. You played the best team in college basketball. 69-72 is the final score. You were. I mean, besides the fact that you gave up the largest lead to lose a college basketball game, and like no team has ever done that except for you.
We tried to do it against Baylor too.
Oh well, I mean, at least you. I mean, I was happy to witness today's spectacle. But listen, congratulations, Kansas.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna drink this DuckTales mug until I forget everything except for the Duke game.
Congratulations, Bill Self. Congratulations to these kids who won and who are moving on to the pros. Because pro basketball that's where it's at, you know.
It is.
That's where all the greats go to play.
And soon one of them will replace LeBron James.
Yeah, very soon actually. Speaking of LeBron James, goodbye.
Oh yeah, it's time to put his feet up on a recliner.
A 3% chance. That's what I heard. 3%. You got a 3%.
Of the Lakers catching the Spurs. 3%
chance of playing in a playing game.
Oh yeah,
that's hard.
Right. And are they even trying in LA anymore? Really?
They got Anthony Davis back.
I heard he made a basket.
Yeah, no, he's back. 15, I think. Yeah, 15 points, like 10, 12 rebounds, some shit like that.
All right. Well, I guess that.
I mean, that's what? That's good for whoever he goes to next year because he's not going to hurt himself again. Hopefully this year. Right. He's only got 3 games left. There's no possible way Anthony Davis could injure himself in the next 3 games. There's not a possible way it could happen. And then next year he'll be fine.
I mean, if anyone could pull it off.
I mean, if anybody could possibly injure themselves in the next 3 games, but it's not going to happen.
All right. Assuming LeBron James doesn't score 300 points in the next 3 games, we've got
he's checked out.
An MVP race without him at all in it.
Oh, was he in it at all this year?
I mean, he still leads the league in points scored, and I mean,
I know, but those.
Did you see him dunking on that guy the other day?
We stopped giving Jordan that award too, didn't we? Because we were like at points scored.
Someone else, yes.
Someone else. Come on, give it to somebody else. So who do we got? Who's our 3?
Well, if you ask computers, it's down to Jokic, Embiid, and Giannis has made a huge push.
Oh, Giannis.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. Is he one of those getting close to LeBron? You got to do something really spectacular. You just can't be.
Don't bore me with your.
Don't bore me with your
15
greatness.
And 10.
You got to bore me with something amazing. You know what I mean? Like more eyes closed shots or something.
Yeah, the Bucks would have had to win the East by like 6 games.
Right.
Then they'd have been like, all right,
dominate everybody.
Cruise control.
So Giannis.
Oh yeah,
Embiid, and then the Joker.
Right, Embiid put up 44 and 16 yesterday, but I just don't think it's enough. I think our Joker calls.
Oh man, I love the Joker, man. He's my favorite basketball player. I mean, even being a Knicks fan, that guy just plays basketball, man. Is he, a triple-double every night?
I mean, he's got 20 triple-doubles on the year, I think.
Yeah.
Probably as much as the rest of the league combined.
Yeah, it's just frightening. No, he's fantastic, and we called it a while back ago.
No, yeah, he's back-to-back.
We're calling it again, back-to-back. So we got MVP. We had what? We had some Hall of Fame.
Yeah, one of my favorite players of all time.
Inductees came this week.
Timmy Hardaway.
I love Timmy Hardaway, man.
With the UTEP 2... I can't even say it. UTEP 2-step.
The UTEP... Well, I just loved the... I loved the Knicks and the Heat in that time. Because that was...
At the end of his career with Miami.
With Miami. Because those were some of the best years of thug basketball. They were...
There was no lack of meanness going on.
No, there was no lack of meanness in that kind of basketball. There was none. And that's when I liked basketball a lot. So,
Yeah, no. So there's a few other people elected to the hall.
Okay, give them to me. Timmy's. That's all I care about.
I'm gonna save the second best for last, but we got a couple coaches. Huggins.
Oh, Huggins! I love Huggins.
Bobby Huggins from Cincinnati.
Heck yeah,
He had Nick Van Exel on his team. That was a fun college team.
I love Bobby Huggins. Go, yeah, that's great.
George Carl.
Oh,
the Gary Payton, Sean Penn.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Supersonics.
Man. Huh.
Swin Cash made it from the WNBA.
Okay.
Yeah, she was fantastic.
Okay, nice. Nice. Go Swing Cash.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you know what? You're Hall of Fame Swing Cash. So
Hall of Famer.
Kim's, yeah. So you're fine, Swim. Don't worry about it.
And then one of everyone's favorites, Manu Ginobili.
Oh man, I love Manu Ginobili.
So we got 5 new entrants to the hall.
Now Manu Ginobili, there was a fun basketball player.
He was fun.
I mean,
he invented the travel without traveling.
You know what?
That's where the Euro step came from.
Is that it? Oh man.
I mean, he was one of the first for sure because it looked like he took 9 steps, but all of a sudden, 2 points.
2 points. Those were great teams, man. With Duncan and Parker and Manu. Man, that's Patty Mills had a small little run there. I mean,
one of Popovich's greatest teams for sure.
Man, jeez, those were great teams. I love those years of basketball too. I mean, anytime LeBron wasn't winning it, I was always excited. So it was
anyone else.
Anyway, so Pop, thanks, baby. Those were great years. So, so is that? I mean, sport. I mean, as we look at basketball, are we just waiting for playoffs?
Yeah, we got 3 games left for most teams. Yeah, not a whole lot up for stakes. Everyone's pretty much in or out.
Everything's set up, right?
Charlotte or Atlanta is going to play Brooklyn. So my wish of Toronto playing Brooklyn is not going to happen.
Okay.
But I still think Charlotte or Atlanta can beat Brooklyn. And Durant's already given excuses on SportsCenter.
I saw that. His knee and taking the cotton.
I haven't heard Steph Curry bitch about his injury.
I don't know. He said he screwed everything up. He's really, I think he's to blame. That's what he said.
You know what? He's taking the blame.
He's taking the blame.
For no reason.
Pretty much, right? Because Kyrie has to have something to do with that, right?
I blame everything on Kyrie.
Yeah, I know. I guess I do.
We
can't
not
do that all
being
the
able
time.
to run around. And,
we can't blame anything on Ben Simmons.
Who made that trade?
I don't know.
I wrote it down. It was that one guy. Where's my papers?
Somebody in the organization made that trade.
Right.
Was it because Philly, they're fine. I mean, they're not going to be hurt.
Oh, yeah.
They're
Harden 20-10 last night.
Yeah, they're not going to be hurt in the playoffs because of Harden. No. They might actually go further in the playoffs because of Harden.
Very possible.
Very possible.
Yeah, and I like Philly's chances a lot better than the 10 seed Nets.
I totally like. Well, if Durant, it's his knee injury,
Yep.
It screwed up the whole flow.
I mean, how long can you be 6'11" and athletic and go back and forth and take a beating like that? I don't know. And we're not retiring his number in Golden State, by the way.
No. Why would you do that?
I don't know. He said something. He was like, "Oh, my number should be retired in OKC and in Golden State."
No.
Like, buddy.
Retire Curry's number and move on.
Well, Clay and Dre. Ooh, Dre's going to fight some of the Phoenix Suns in the playoffs if we can actually get there.
Would you retire Dre's number?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
I mean, he would probably fight somebody.
Well, you wouldn't retire Clay's number, though, right?
Yeah, of course.
What number is this?
The Splash Brothers? You don't think that statue's going up together? Splash, splash.
Well, you can put that outside the stadium?
I don't know. Rich people can put rich stuff wherever they feel like it. I'm assuming near the stadium.
Near the stadium?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe they can take a little roller coaster and visit it over the San Francisco Bay.
Someday
charge you $85.
$85. Nice. Someday there'll be a R.J. Barrett statue near the Knicks Stadium.
Just right next to the Statue of Liberty.
Right next to the Statue of Liberty. Just a big, giant R.J. Barrett with a ball in his hand.
All right. Well, we can dream.
We can all dream. I mean, honestly, I spend most of my time. Look at my teams. I have to dream all the time with my teams. So hockey, anything?
Hockey, sure.
I mean, are we gonna have a playoffs? We're having playoffs, right? They're ready too, right?
I mean, whenever people stop watching basketball, there's a little bit of hockey playoffs.
Okay, and then, but that's set though, right? We're not.
It's kind of like the NBA.
Even if there was 3 games left, could somebody make a comeback and go to the
we got
playoffs?
about 10 left in hockey.
Oh,
but there's such a huge gap in every division except for Dallas versus Nashville in the Central. They're battling it out for kind of like the last playoff seed.
Okay, so there's a battle left. There's Dallas, and Nashville.
Yep.
That's it. So that's all. So those 2 teams are still playing.
It's all positioning for the rest. I think it's going to be Penguins Rangers. Once again,
Penguins Rangers.
Which
and I've decided. I've decided I'm going to do it. I will take my brother's team for $500, Pat.
All right. FB is a Rangers fan.
Yeah,
Put it on the books.
I'm going to be a Rangers fan as much as I.
All right, so we play each other like every year in the playoffs. So it ruins one of our lives. So that's fun. Let's do it.
It's going to ruin your life.
Yes, most likely.
Most likely. Okay, so hockey, we're just waiting on playoffs basically still to start.
Yeah, Colorado and Carolina look like the best teams. Hockey's it's like rolling craps.
It is pretty much.
Hot goalie wins.
Who's the hottest team? Hot goalie wins. Who's the hottest goalie? Who's the hottest team coming in? Who's the team running right now? Who's like, holy shit, they've won 15 out of 17.
Minnesota Wild have won.
Minnesota Wild.
But then the Penguins beat them, so I love that lead-in.
Oh, yeah.
And you set me up and didn't even know it.
I didn't. I had no clue. But it's always that kind of like, like who's rolling in? Who's the hottest team?
Minnesota looks good.
Minnesota Wild.
They're up to like the 2nd seed in the West.
I'm going to write that down for...
Write that down. Hot team coming in.
Minnesota Wild. Hot team. All right. Because I always want to know who the hot team is because... it's like, who won the championship? Oh, LA Kings. Well, weren't they the team that won 20 and 27 at the end of the playoffs? Yep. Makes sense. So, all right, Minnesota Wild. I'm going to... Rangers.
Oh, yeah, they're playing well.
Go Rangers.
Go Rangers.
Minnesota Wild, maybe my prediction to...
Rangers Wild final?
Yeah,
I'm going to have to go Penguins Avalanche.
So, okay, Rangers, Wild, Penguins Avalanche.
Sounds good.
Okay. All right, so we don't have to write it down because it's actually been recorded. And damn it. So, so no matter... So we can just rewind.
Refer to Podcast 5. Sponsored by Wente Vineyards and the Good Time Tavern.
Sons of bitches. I know, I guess we did play that today. You played that today. I did not get to play that.
They give me free water. You believe that?
Free water. Did you get free
at a
golf
course? Some free teas. There were Pro V1s lying all over the place.
That's what I'm saying. It's
crazy,
you know what you do.
People just
what I learned at Wente is you go to the driving range and they're all like Tyler's Pro V1s. And you just
keep a few.
The whole damn basket. You just pour it all into your bag and leave. It's like, I'll take a small bucket, please, and $8, sir. Thank you very much.
You.
And there's that one sound as all the balls are falling into your bag, and I don't care what they say. And when you're at a golf course 32 miles away, if it says range ball and it says Pro V1 on it, you know it's yours. Oh, there's that Pro V1 range ball. Okay,
nice.
So
do they fly the same distance?
I can't imagine that they want you to look good at the driving range just as much as they want you to look good at the golf course for $140 a round.
True.
Yeah. So yeah.
I mean, do we just roll right into Tiger Woods right now then?
Sighting.
There's a Tiger
sighting.
So what's he doing?
Making smiles on my face.
Oh
man, because if he plays, man, I did not expect to watch the.
We get a lot more golf coverage when Tiger's around.
I didn't expect to see him. I wasn't expecting to watch the Masters this week. As much as I love the music and the birds chirping in the background, I didn't know how much of it I was going to watch. And now if you're telling me that Tiger Woods might tee off on Thursday morning in a pairing, say, with Rory McIlroy, and I don't give a shit. I'm in. You know what I mean? I could totally care less. I don't care who he's playing with. And if you tell me there's going to be a Saturday Tiger and a Sunday Tiger in a red shirt, I might have to watch it on Sunday. You know what I mean?
Now I'm calling out of work.
Oh, I'm totally done with work. I won't even think about work. I will just, what are you doing? I'm watching Tiger Woods play golf today. So, a Tiger sign. So, he is and I love this, a game time decision.
An obvious favorite if he starts.
An obvious favorite if he starts. I believe he's 5,000 to plus 5,000 to win.
I mean, that's got to go down.
Plus 800 to take 1 through 5. And right. Plus 400 to take top 10. And I would not. and I would not put it past him to take top 10. Just because the course is made for him, and he was made for the course.
All right.
Now, is the leg injury going to hinder him taking the top 10? I mean, I don't know. I mean, like, I heard chop off. I mean, like, amputate. So, I mean, so 405.
You've never seen a pirate win a tour championship?
Never. Not even with the best peg leg.
Right.
So, I mean, so for 405 days later, to be even considered after being in a wreck so, yeah, Tiger sighting.
Yeah.
Don't even, is anybody else playing? Probably all.
I got Jordan Spieth and
Rory's probably playing. How about Dustin? Is Johnson playing?
No, I don't know.
Yeah, well, because I don't know who cares anymore.
Yeah, it's pretty much. It's just Tiger Week.
Yeah, they said it was
There's some other guys there.
Yeah, there's going to be other golfers there, and if they're playing, I'll.
Jack's not playing the par 3, so.
Oh, really?
I think that's the first time that happened.
So Jack's not. Is anybody else not? Gary's playing it then. I would assume Gary player and.
I think is he the only one left?
I'm trying to think. He's got to be Palmer's.
Yeah, Palmer's done.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jack said.
Jack. How about so now what do you do? So since you don't have Jack and Gary and Arnold,
chop off Tiger's other leg and make him play.
No, then what do you do? How about this? You go Tom Watson, Lee Trevino, and Nick Faldo. Is that the next 3?
I mean, I wish you would warn me, but yeah, Seve Ballesteros.
Seve.
Seve's cool, kind of cool. Is Greg Norman still alive? Maybe you throw him in there.
We're just gonna Greg Norman. Eventually, before the end of this podcast, Greg, you'll be in trouble. Actually, wait a minute. You're divorced. You can't be in trouble.
No longer in trouble.
You're no longer.
We
in
heard
trouble.
stories though.
So, but I would say, but is that your? I mean, what's the? I mean, who's going to be that? I mean, because
like people that retired in the '80s and early '90s.
Well,
type
Faldo,
stuff.
and then Ben Crenshaw.
Is the Walrus still around?
Oh, Craig Stadler. There's a class act right there.
Right.
There's a class act. So you Ben Crenshaw. What is it? Cabrera. That guy. He won a. Yeah, but he's not a threesome pairing at the.
He's probably still playing somewhere.
Yeah, he probably is.
In a league in Saudi
smoking
Arabia
a cigarette,
drinking
drinking a scotch or a tequila somewhere at a golf course. So I'm excited, Masters. I'm excited, Masters alone. I mean, Masters is a memory thing. That's the always watching with the dad, always watching with the family. Like cut lawn in the morning and get in there and watch the Masters. And watch Jack win.
Have you ever looked at your kids and went, just knowing all the cancel culture and everything, that they're like, Dad, why do they call it Masters?
Oh, you know what? I never thought about that. That should be changed, actually.
I don't know.
Now that you think about it,
it just seems a little off that no one's actually ever said anything about it.
The Masters.
Like, you know what? The Masters?
The Masters. It is kind of horrible.
I don't know. It seems a little weird. I never thought of it either. So I got no names.
Actually, the fact that thank God Tiger Woods has all those green jackets.
Right.
Yeah, because this would be.
It could be way weirder.
This could be way weirder. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, I never thought about that, but that is the Masters. Yeah. That's the Masters tournament right there. Only the Masters gets the Master gets to play in the Masters.
No one will say anything about us being called the Masters.
No.
Cleveland Indians, wrong.
I think they were one of the last golf courses to actually make some changes that were needed to be made.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
no, I mean.
Yeah.
Georgia, you know what? We love the state of Georgia. Here's
we love it. So does Ray Charles. So
does Ray Charles.
So I guess it's cool. Let's just move on.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to start anything up there. I don't want to be a part of that.
No, they know people that know people.
Somebody knows somebody. Probably a lot more than we know.
Exactly.
Hell yeah. So Tiger, we've seen that. We're voting for Tiger. We're voting for Rory. Oh yeah, you got your own guy right now. Who you voting for again now? Who's your new guy? Now that Tiger's back, you get to dip back to Tiger, I guess.
Oh no, the Morikawa.
Our
local kid, the Cal Bear.
Cal Bear, that's right. Hey, listen. Yeah. I love local kids.
You know what? He's still playing well.
Yeah, you can't take it away from local kids. I
can't win majors all the time.
No, you can't. You can't do that all the time. Do we have any baseball at all?
Let's see here. Baseball?
Yeah.
I mean, just kind of like, I got some Giants stuff. I mean, the season's going to start April 8th.
April 8th.
So that's 4 days from now.
4 days from now. So get your jersey. I feel like I should be wearing a Dodgers jersey. I mean, that should.
I mean, you can never go wrong with Stoneburner.
You can't go wrong with a Stoneburner jersey. There's never, if you can't get a Buckeye, a Packer, and the lame Stoneburner all in one jersey. So
hard to do.
Hard to do. So I'm glad I was able to pull it off. So April 8th, start.
Yeah, everyone's getting ready. Not too many crazy injuries. Jake DeGrom for the Mets won't be playing for a while. A few other ones.
I saw Dodgers made another move, and then White Sox also improved upon that. I mean,
right? They both had way too many good players at one position.
Right. So
you traded
Trimble, Pollock. That's a fair. Actually, you know what? If you can get a good pitcher, you could trade an outfielder for that.
Now you have 2 or 3 closers instead of 1.
Right, and still 5
and 5 all-star outfielders.
5 all-star outfilders. So
right,
not worried there.
Right,
still looking good for that World Series win.
It's looking good.
Even better.
I do have an odd kind of thing. The DraftKings bet of the day or week.
Okay.
I mean, they put the Giants won 107 games last year.
They did.
And DraftKings has them, the under-over for wins at 85.
85. So you're saying over.
So they're saying the Giants are going to have
84 wins.
I'm saying they're having way more than 85.
After 107 wins.
After 107?
Yeah. Maybe 90.
90 would be fair. If the over was 90.
But you're saying it's way low.
It's way low.
So bet that.
Yeah.
That'll change.
Yes.
Yes.
Joey Bart looks ready to take over for Buster Posey. Pitching staff is stacked.
I heard the catcher for the Giants looks very good.
Yeah, he's got, I think, 3 home runs already this spring.
Yeah.
Not that spring means anything. It's
not a thing. I mean,
he might have went, hey, I'm throwing you a fastball. Ding.
Right. Help him out. The catcher could have helped the catcher.
Who knows?
Fastball coming your way.
You never know. Spring training, yeah.
Spring training. Speaking of not spring training, but draft.
Ooh.
Football.
Oh.
Football's on its way to a draft, and I honestly can't wait for it because apparently the Packers they're waiting for it.
They're gonna draft all 19 receivers.
I hope. I don't know what they're doing. I mean, I don't want to delve into the Packers right away because there were so many wonderful things that happened in football this week. But I will display my misery. I will show my unhappiness to.
What happened this week?
No, I'm not going to talk. Well, what happened in football this week?
No, I mean, what are you disappointed about?
So we're just not going to try it all.
Oh, the Packer thing?
Yeah, I don't get it. I mean, and I feel like it's starting to become my fault. I feel like I keep saying, hey, let's get this guy, and then somebody else gets him like 4 days later, and I feel like I've done it like 3 or 4 times now. So I'm honestly, I don't want anybody.
So Devontae Parker's not going to be a Packer?
No, nobody listened to me at all last week.
No one on the Packers.
The who did listen to me was the Patriots, and the Miami Dolphins traded the Patriots. And I don't know the last time that I saw like a big name player getting traded to a divisional team.
Yeah, that is kind of weird.
Right? I was like, no.
Maybe the Dolphins and the Packers know something that New England does not.
Maybe. They must.
Bad big toe or something.
Big toe.
They're never going to heal.
I thought the Robert Woods thing, that wasn't going to be too, they were going to give up too much to get him. They weren't going to, what do we got to give him? A first-round pick? No, what did they give him? A 6th-round pick for Robert Woods?
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, these small little moves that I felt like, could have made. And now we're running into, and I don't want Will Fuller. Just draft 2 rookies.
2 rookies it is.
2 rookies it is.
I mean, you got two first rounders, right?
We got 2 first rounders and 2 second rounders.
Oh, so you could spend all sorts of draft capital
on receivers, and if they're now, I mean, I still have some. There's a few guys out there you could still maybe trade for.
Can I jinx one of them right now?
No, I'm not saying.
Julio Jones will not be a Packer.
Oh, you just said that, so he will. I don't want Julio Jones. That's the last. I want.
Was it a reverse jinx?
It is reverse jinx that. Hey, listen.
Green?
I love Julio Jones. I don't want AJ Green. They're all aging. They're like aged. They're not. They're like a fine wine. Julio Jones AJ Green and Jarvis Landry at 29. That's the top of that's
all right. So just draft him.
Just draft now. I don't think
draft one of these kids that runs 4.3.
No, two of those kids that runs 4.3. How about you get Olavier and that Moore kid out of Michigan or whatever it is, Sky Moore.
Yeah, that's might be a third round pick.
Right. Yeah. So I mean, and then pick up your defense and offensive line or defensive line. I now think that do not trade. What are you gonna trade for Metcalf? I'm not doing this contract thing over again. And it's just take a kid then. It doesn't make any more sense. I don't know. We haven't done anything. We signed back those few players. We lost Devontae, and now we're just, I hear so many rumors. Brandon Cooks, or Fuller.
Well, I mean, you guys were like so close last year. Do you think maybe it's not a big deal that you're not doing a whole lot in free agency? Maybe continuity is kind of the thing.
Right, just not. But that's why I don't want DK Metcalf. That's because there's no continuity.
Just a locker room firecracker.
It is. It's just a locker room firecracker. I'd rather have Lockett because I don't feel that is going to be somebody that disrupts the continuity of the team. Right. I'd rather have maybe Brandon Cooks just comes in and doesn't disrupt the continuity of the team, but DK Metcalf, he comes in and just he demands things after this. He changes
and blames his hands for not catching footballs.
Yeah, whatever. So I mean, no. So I don't want guys like that. I don't want to jinx it. That McClure, if you could steal him from Washington, if you could somehow sneak in and trade away from that, and there's somebody that probably needs a good quarterback to throw to him. You know what I mean? I don't know. Or let's just draft. Let's just draft and let's get it over with. Sounds good. What are you guys going to draft? Who are you going to take in the first round?
Oh, wait, we don't have a first round pick.
Okay, how about second round?
No. Second round?
Yeah.
Let's see. We got picks number 61.
61. Shit, that is.
I don't know.
That's out of the top 60.
Yeah, we're probably going to take a guard or a really fast cornerback. That would be my guess. I mean, everyone's going to say, we're going to take the best player available.
No, that's bullshit. You take the best player for the position you need.
But yeah, we need some talent up front, right in front of either Trey or
Jimmy.
That man that should have been traded or released.
No, he's not going anywhere. Well, no, Miami. We already decided that.
That's fine.
It's week 6. Week 6, Miami will trade the Niners.
Yeah.
They'll trade him Cedric Wilson for Jimmy Garoppolo in the third round draft pick.
Nice.
And there you go. Now you've got Jimmy to Miami, and you guys got
that's a whole can of worms.
I mean, because you can't get a first round draft pick. You can't get any draft picks from Miami, can you?
Well, they don't even have any until the end of the third round.
Oh, I don't even. The draft. Now, the draft is something interesting to talk about. Brady, Arians, he's gone. He's just hanging out in an office. Bowles, Leftwich.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's the right call.
I do too.
I mean, the last time Bowles had a chance, it was in New York with a really bad football team.
Oh, no, you should never.
So that wasn't even basically a chance.
No, that's not your fault. That's nobody's fault.
So this is his first, chance to watch Tom Brady coach a football team.
I mean, even Sam Darnold got a second chance. You know what I mean? So
he's got a third chance.
Sam Darnold? I'm just saying. I mean,
do you realize he had 7 touchdowns, 11 interceptions last year?
It's terrible. I mean, but even they said, "Oh, he was on the Jets. Give him a second chance." You know what I mean? So everybody gets a second chance.
Yeah.
So
coming from the Jets.
Yeah, I mean, Redskins, shitload of trouble being sold.
I haven't heard about this.
Yeah,
what's going on with that?
I believe the owner.
Is it Dan Snyder again?
I believe he hid some revenue, some ticket revenue, and some other things, and
tucked him away for a
rainy day
stuff.
No, rainy day.
Rainy day.
It rains a lot there, right?
He might need to bust that out soon.
He might need to just bust out.
Oh, he might.
Get the hell out of that. His thing, I mean, it seems like there's been a lot floating around the Redskins lately. And I'm just not talking about broken pipes and what floats around the stadium. It sounds like there's been a lot just around the Redskins. And
yeah, he's in trouble for a couple other things, too.
Yeah.
Secretary stuff.
Sexy. So, I mean, yeah, Redskins, maybe time to sell like the Knicks should do. And then, no, I'm sorry. Every time I think of bad owners, I think of Dolan.
Right.
I just,
Dolan.
yeah, you son of a bitch, you. Maybe it's time to just move on, get out. Not a big deal.
Yeah, maybe you can go own Chelsea, and the Chelsea guy can come over and own the Redskins.
Just a switch.
Yeah, just switch. Just
and get out of that situation.
get the heat off.
Bobby Wagner
Oh no!
didn't help you out at all.
Almost made me as sad as Carolina losing today. Bobby Wagner to the Rams.
Yeah, right. You said it's Trey Lance's time.
Not only does he know every single one of our plays, but he's actually still good at tackling.
He's really good. So that's bad for the Niners.
It's like the equivalent of Russell Wilson on defense. Except for we can't not be tackled by him, and we can't tackle.
And they got a superstar at every level of the defense.
Oh yeah.
So you got
Ramsey.
You got Bobby Wagner. And you got Aaron Donald.
And Von Miller.
And Von Miller's to the Bills. He's the Bills. That's your saving grace is you don't have Von Miller anymore. So the only problem, and they don't have any first round draft picks. In fact, the Rams are they a no?
Oh yeah.
Are they a no pick third round?
Yeah, they're not getting any picks till the end of the third.
They're a compensatory.
Yeah,
team.
they are.
That's insane. But thank God they got Bobby Wagner. But still, they got Ramsey, Bobby Wagner, Donaldson. They got
anywhere but the NFC West. Bobby Wagner. Damn it,
right there, huh?
Right.
That sucks for you. Yeah, that's what they needed to do.
Oh, yeah, because we've owned the Rams, and all of a sudden now they can go.
Yeah,
hey,
we got to
Wagner, how do you guys beat the?
Yeah, how do you beat the Niners? And hey, let's go get another Super Bowl ring because we already got one of those things. So
yeah,
good for them.
Very annoying.
Yeah, I mean, and then.
Oh, but speaking of the Niners, Frank Gore.
Oh yeah.
Can we not just say Frank Gore? Happy retirement. You signed as a Niner.
And retired as a Niner. It makes me feel better about that jersey I got you for Christmas.
Oh, it's on the ceiling.
Yeah, I know.
That looks awesome.
Yeah, I mean, to think that Frankie came back and signed after I put an autographed jersey in, that's brilliant, actually, that's almost perfect. And speaking about no compensatory draft picks, or a compensatory draft pick team, have you seen the rest of the draft? Or just how it's playing out? I believe there's...
What, just going through mock drafts and stuff?
Not just I want to do a mock draft. I think maybe in a couple of weeks, maybe we should spend one of these and we just do a mock draft.
Oh, no, we'll do one on the 25th.
25th. So let's do that on the 25th. We'll do a little mock draft, and then but how many teams got 2 picks in the first round? How many teams got no picks in the first round? There's got to be the most wackiest year.
Yeah, there's got to be trades. It's got to be people trying to get up.
There's going to be madness.
People
in this
trying
draft.
to go down. Yeah, I mean, you saw the Saints-Eagles thing. Like 7 picks going this way, 2 picks going that way.
2 first-round picks for one team, and then it went back to now it's 2 first-round picks for the other team. 1 here, 1 for next year. Just... Yeah, I mean, which tells me that the Eagles are definitely in with Jalen Hurts. Just going to ride with them this year. We're not, and we'll see what happens next year.
No, they're going to win the division.
I would assume out of that division.
I think so.
I think the Cowboys gave away everything they had.
I think they have the least amount of drama going on.
Oh, yeah, well...
I mean, assuming Hurts, of course, the quarterback thing is huge.
Hurts is as we said with Miami last week, Hurts is the key for the Philadelphia Eagles.
Right. We got, Hurts and Tua.
Yeah.
Who goes first in fantasy?
Yeah, right. That's it, 2 Alabama quarterbacks. Let's see who becomes the best Alabama quarterback.
I can't wait till we start doing fantasy football.
Oh, man, fantasy. I can't wait to start doing fantasy. So, yeah, I mean, you got so many teams with 2 picks. That only leaves, with all the teams that have 2 picks, it's only 16 picks left in the first round.
Right.
There's out of 24 out of 24 teams, there's or 22. There's only 16 picks left to go.
Yeah, there's 7 of us with no picks at all.
And 7 with no picks.
Yeah.
2 with no picks until way.
Think Niners can just sleep until Friday?
Yeah. They don't even have to worry about it.
They might miss a lot.
Niner fans don't even have to pay attention to the first day of the draft.
We'll probably jump up. I don't know how far.
Right into the first round? I can't.
The way I've been looking at things, you're gonna get someone in the top 40. I think after 40, there's a slight drop off between starter and we got to work on it.
Oh, so you're saying just trade up in the second round?
Yeah,
you're not getting to the first round. Top of the second. That's fine.
We
Get
have
the 33rd
We
pick.
have 3/3.
Oh, okay.
We can move up a bunch, probably. So
Yeah, that makes total sense. You could probably
And
jump
would-
into something.
that would change some of our picks also. Instead of, the best guard left, there's actually
Right.
some talent up there.
Right, you could take the best,
Yeah, we
the
can get
best cornerback left.
We probably get a starting safety, all sorts of weird stuff up there. Love it.
Right, safeties might fall back farther than because there might be a lot more cornerbacks going right away, and defensive linemen, and safeties might
There's a lot of edge rushers.
edge rushers.
I mean, if
edge
there's
rushers.
something that you're drooling over,
It's
if you get up to 40, you could still get a good one, I think.
right. I agree with you. I think a lot of edge rushers will go. A lot of linemen, receivers are going to take 10 of the first 40 picks.
Could be.
I mean,
30 through 40. And then a couple sprinkled up earlier.
add 1 or 2 running backs. There's 12 of just so it's like all right, yeah, I don't know. If the Packers don't take 2 receivers, I'm gonna be. I don't know what we're doing anymore.
Or you're just gonna give it to AJ Dillon and just bulldoze everybody.
Bulldoze everybody. Now we're a running team. Got Aaron Rodgers, 2-time MVP in a row, and now we hand off to AJ Dillon, and we toss dump passes to Aaron Jones, and hopefully Alan Lazard can get open. That's what you're saying now. Randall Cobb.
I'm hoping none of you guys are open, to be
I
honest
know.
with you.
Right. Amari Rodgers.
Tanya on every play.
Now the second-year receiver, Amari Rodgers, has no choice but to step up.
He better.
He actually only had 8 receptions last year, I believe, or something like that. It's actually time for him to.
He was really good in high school.
Awesome. Was he even decent in college? We took this guy in the first round, just not because his name was Rodgers, right? We didn't say, hey, we're going to take Amari Rodgers because his last name is Rodgers, and Rodgers really liked that tight end we had whose name was Rodgers.
You had so many Rodgers squared posters printed.
Yeah,
Rodgers squared. Is that a math thing? I don't get it.
Yeah, I'm just saying that. I mean, maybe that's why they did it. I mean, there probably was another player they could have taken.
No, he was fine.
Yeah, so I don't like it. No Metcalf, maybe McLaurin. I mean, could you sneak him away from Washington?
Nope.
No, I didn't think we could. Brandon Cook's probably an easy one, but I don't want Brandon Cooks.
I mean, yeah, throw them a 7th rounder, you get Brandon Cooks.
That's what I'm thinking. See, I want cheap if we're going to go veteran. If we got all these rookies out there, then I don't want to spend 3rd-round draft picks on old receivers.
That's a fine safety net. 7th rounder for Cooks, would be all right.
I would take 7th rounder for Cooks. Oh, I am totally in for a 7th rounder for Cooks. Not a problem. Yeah, listen, I don't know. We do a mock draft, 25th.
Oh, the 25th. We'll definitely do at least the 1st round.
You're going to...
I mean, I'll throw in some Niners picks just because we don't have a 1st round picks yet.
And I hear there's some rumor of you're discussing fixing baseball. You got some
yes.
ideas?
Yes, there's some few ideas. I'm tweaking them right now. I'm just like the fine points.
Fine points.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not happy about the whole, just the philosophy of you need a home run, a walk, or a strikeout. I mean, that seems like there's only 3 options in baseball anymore. I miss I miss hitting to the opposite field. I miss, all the stuff that made baseball fun. People running around, having a good time.
Right, you're saying it's just Aaron Judd and home runs and
Right.
becoming and you think that's one of the reasons it's boring now.
I think so.
Because it's a strikeout or a walk. Home run!
Or a home run. That's everyone's goal.
That's it. Huh?
Every at bat, it seems like.
And I don't think that's true for the Dodgers, and I think that that's why we're going to win the World Series.
Dave Roberts thinks so too.
Yeah. So.
All right. So maybe a bear on roller skates, but probably something else also.
I think
I'll try to fix it.
I think a bear on roller skates in between innings would be huge.
I think we should do it just live
during the while the game's going on. There's
right.
And over in right field, there's the bear and the roller skates.
Right. The right fielder's got to be playing way near the wall right now.
Right, because there's the bear on the roller skates.
The bear is right in front.
No trainer, no nothing.
The bear can't catch on roller skates.
No.
So it's totally safe. Totally safe. We'll give him a little
frightening thing.
Boxing gloves and stuff.
I mean, the most frightening thing in the world if a bear caught you on roller skates.
Oh, if he catches you, you're in trouble. Don't twist your ankle running away from that bear.
Yeah. That's a run moment.
Baseball's fixed.
It's kind of fixed, actually. I'm starting to believe that, actually.
Nice.
Yeah,
that's all I got for baseball. I'm just ready for opening day. I'm ready to go to a game and smell some peanuts and popcorn and.
Well, I'm ready.
Sushi.
I'm ready to go to a baseball game too. I would love to. And I'm gonna take the boy to a couple games and his sister.
We could watch the Oakland A's and their AAA team play in Oakland.
We could.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
I watched the fabulous game in the Benicia Minors this week.
Oh yeah.
A's lost 13-14 to the Giants.
Ooh.
And it was it came down to the last inning, and it was a great game, man. The Giants scored a run with 2 outs and got the 14th run, and game was over. But what an exciting and wonderful game to watch those kids play.
Go little kids.
Yeah, man, awesome, man. It's good stuff. Yeah, I'm excited for baseball to start too. Why not? I actually like going to a game. Like I said, I just don't show up until like the third or fourth. You know, not the whole game. You know, just.
You should be able to buy 2/3 of a ticket or something.
I should personally be allowed to buy.
And
2/3
kids,
of a
all
ticket.
kids should be free.
All kids
all
free,
the
and tailgaters should get 2/3 ticket price.
Right.
And they should sell beer out in the tailgate part, so they can actually charge me 2/3 of a ticket, because then they'd be making money off me.
Exactly.
There we go. See, now there again, we're making this game better.
We're gonna work on it.
We're gonna get this. You know what? We'll figure it out eventually. Shout outs.
Shout outs.
I got a shout. You got any shout outs?
I mean, I still want to talk about soccer. Does that count as a soccer?
Let's talk about it.
Well, I mean,
we're October, I thought.
man, I have no idea when it starts. I'll be honest. We have a friendly. All right, we're in. We're finally in. The U.S. and United States of America has made the World Cup. Yeah, so I mean, we didn't really play well. We lost 2-0.
Well, that's not bad.
But we
discussed that. No,
we
it
didn't
was not losing by 6.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, so we're in. Cool. We also have the draw, so we know who we're playing mostly.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, so our group is England.
Oh,
Stacked.
tough.
I mean, they're just,
Always
all
tough.
Premier League players, all studs.
So England.
So that'll be a tough one, but we've never lost to them in World Cup.
No, really?
We beat them in 1950
Okay.
and tied them in 2010.
1950, 2010.
Yeah, so
Tied.
we only played twice.
Twice. But we've never lost to them.
We've never lost.
In my mind, we've never lost to them once. So I don't.
And then we have Iran, who actually we've never beaten in World Cup. Which is the opposite of
I would have thought we'd have kicked the shit out of Iran and lost every game to England.
Right.
Okay.
So I mean, I think we're a better team than them, but they it's basically a home game for them. They're right there in Qatar.
Oh, okay, cool. So,
or Qatar. I always messed up.
So how many times have we played them? You said 1950, 2010. We've never. So one time, 2000.
Iran beat us 2000. It's a good call. I'm not sure.
Okay.
6.
Okay. So, but they beat us. But that was just during the.
Yeah, we finished last in that qualifying group. We weren't even.
Okay.
We got beat by everybody that year.
Okay.
And then the next team's not. We haven't figured it out yet because of the whole Ukraine-Russia war.
Oh.
So it's either Ukraine.
Okay.
Which they would be a world favorite.
Automatically. I hope they're not in it.
Yeah. Well, I'd root for them if they weren't in our group.
Right. Me too.
And then or Wales.
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 With
Gareth Bale. Gareth Bale and the Wales.
Gareth Bale and the Wales.
And or Scotland. Scotland still got a chance.
Give me my homeland in there.
Oh,
or let's just put all 3 of them together.
So you can't combine teams.
Since we can't seem to figure any of this out.
No.
Or they can't play. We'll just take 5 from each. No.
No, but how cool would that be though? Scotland, England, United States, and Iran.
I would be the first time I didn't vote for America in the World Cup qualifier. I'd be voting for my own damn homeland. So that's funny. No, I mean,
I'm rooting for Scotland to get in.
I'm rooting for Scotland to get in. That'd be amazing. That would be fabulous. I mean, I know. Hey, listen, I got to vote for USA. I was actually born here, but the rest of the family was born there, and I'll take Scotland for $500.
Hey, they're a solid team. Their midfield's good. I mean, they're tough to score on, so they give us trouble.
Yeah, they're just tough. They're Scottish.
Yeah,
no problem there.
No problem there.
That's cool. Well, I mean, Ukraine should be either happy to be not in Ukraine. They're probably not. The Ukraine soccer team is probably nowhere near Ukraine.
Right, they're the only team that actually doesn't have to carry rifles.
Yeah, right. They're
like Vladchenko, world champion boxer. You grab a gun, but
you grab a gun. But the rest of the soccer team,
we got World Cup coming.
You guys go to France, practice in an indoor
Hunker
stadium.
down somewhere.
Yeah, no, there's no way.
They have COVID. They can't fight.
Well, other than go Scotland, go Ukraine.
Yeah,
and then go USA. I think we can come out of that.
I think we can come out of that.
I think out of those whoever the fourth could be, maybe. I think out of those four, I think we can come out of that.
Yeah, a lot of it depends on our health. If Weston McKennie can come back and everyone else stays healthy. But yeah, I agree. Yeah.
I mean, is it the same kind of deal? Win one, tie one, and just don't lose by a lot in the next one?
I mean, 4 points gives you a chance.
So 4 points gives you a chance.
Yeah, okay. It's a win and a draw.
A win and a draw. No, I'll take that. A win and a draw. So let's beat England, draw to Iran, and
lose to Scotland.
Lose to Scotland. Man, I'm in, man. That sounds fantastic. I'm just happy we're in. Makes for good. When is it going to be aired? That the one thing about the World Cup with me is the times.
11 a.m. Pacific time.
See, now there you go. There's a human being time.
Right.
Some of those games.
All the ones in Asia.
4 in the morning. You getting up to watch the World Cup game? No.
At 4 a.m.?
What time is it? It's 4 a.m. No, I'm not watching it.
I'm trying to stay awake.
The bars aren't even open. You got to go watch it at your friend's house and drink Bud Light, that he's had in the fridge for 2 weeks. I'm like, nah, but 11 a.m.
That's the deal.
That's doable.
That is doable.
That is doable.
I'm definitely going to open up early for that.
Yeah.
The good times ever.
Right, yeah. I will definitely. Well, I'll open up at 2 like I always do, but.
I'll be there at 11. No big deal.
Right, that's fine. I'll just show up to you guys.
For the USA games, I might not open at 6 a.m. for the rest of the draw.
Clean all the dishes that you have made.
I'm not sure if Wales. Yeah, I don't think that game's making it on our TV. Maybe.
The Scottish.
Give us a call.
If I can I wear my Scotland rugby jersey?
I don't see why not.
To support the Scottish soccer team?
Wear your kilt on your head if you want.
Maybe I'll just wear my kilt down below.
Maybe I'll just wear it.
It would look weird. It would big ruffly things on my face. Yeah. No, I'm in. I can't wait. That's a great draw, actually. I'm excited. I really do. I'm fingers crossed, Scotland. I'm feeling fingers crossed. And nothing. Hey, listen, sad for Ukraine. I'm really sorry about what's going on there. But any other week, I would have just voted for Scotland anyways. And I'm just going to stick with it. I think I'm just going to vote for Scotland.
Yeah, no doubt.
Now, I threw shout outs in front of your soccer thing. I'm sorry about that. I do apologize.
I mean, that was a shout out to U.S. soccer. What's your shout out for?
I got 2 shout outs. First of all, for Tiger Woods doctors. Because, honestly, after
modern
medicine, for you to tell me that there was a possibility of an amputation or there was a possibility of this or there's a possibility of that, I would have said the possibility of playing golf was probably
slim to none.
Yeah. And for him to even be considered to play in the Masters, go Tiger Woods doctors. And then I have one more shout out, and it's to Albert Pujols. Man,
never take it in the pools.
No, never. If you can help yourself, that would be the best. This will be his 22nd year in a row, starting on opening day.
Oh man, that's ridiculous. Is that a record?
No, Pete Rose is 23.
Charlie Hustle.
But he ties Hank Aaron and he ties somebody else, and I don't remember who the other name was, but it was 2 people he ties with 22. And then
any list with Hank Aaron
is pretty good. So and then and to be one behind, honestly, a legend, right, is fabulous. So a shout out to Hank Aaron.
Good old Albert.
Or to Albert Pujols. That's
Hank Aaron too.
Hank Aaron too.
Anytime I get a shout out.
Anytime you can say, Hank Aaron's name, do it. So that's what I always say. Well, what do we got?
Just one really kind of fucked up thing.
Give it to me.
All right. So I'm not sure if this is an internet fad or just some scientist figured some stuff out.
Okay.
But I guess if you dissolve cocaine in water, the high is slightly higher if you inject it with a needle.
Sounds like a waste of cocaine.
All right. Well, anyway, some kid decided to put it into his disco stick. and did not have great results.
Well, okay. So a kid took cocaine
And water.
and then he mixed it with water. Do you know if it was a purified water or was it just sink water?
It was
I mean, just probably have no clue.
distilled.
It was distilled water. Okay. So I mean, was it? You just can't inject anything into your disco stick.
I mean,
I mean, you shouldn't do anything with cocaine in the first place next to your disco stick. But so what was the outcome of disco stick and cocaine water?
well, I mean, I just kind of wish I knew the story about what he was planning on doing. Like, did he have someone just waiting next door to play disco?
I don't think that.
Result: black, disgusting disco sticks. You couldn't sell them at a yard sale to save your life.
And was there any saving?
Oh yeah, penicillin fixes everything.
Oh.
Just
Once again,
up with some more
once
drugs.
again, we're back to modern medicine,
Yeah.
where you can shoot dirty tap water cocaine into your disco stick with a needle, and it can turn the death of like that looks like it's gonna fall off.
It looked like it was gonna fall off.
And then 6 weeks later, you're back to disco sticking.
I mean, as long as mom's insurance doesn't find out, you're fine. Just try it all you want.
Oh,
Public service announcements.
I think a doctor's privilege, takes precedence.
All right.
So okay, well then check. Don't
No, don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't inject cocaine into your dick.
No.
Or
disco stick. Yeah, that's great. Okay, well I have to, actually, to be honest with you, after that I literally have nothing else to you.
I need to drown my sorrows because Carolina did not win.
They did not.
But they beat Duke.
And there you go. Well, you know what? We have plenty of time to drown your sours.
All right. Sounds good.
All right then. I'm FB.
I'm the Goob.
Peace.
Nice. We said our words good.
Nice. Words good. Words are important. The whole thing is words.
Whole thing is words.
Hey, record.